Hello YouTube, this is Shining Gold with Oblivion, Shivering Isles walkthrough part 2. In this episode we're going to go to Xedillian, or however you pronounce it. And just, this is, just go there and finish the quest. Something really difficult about the Xedillian quest, but it's really fun, and you get some decent weapons and, loot from it, but yeah. Right now we have to walk all the way to Shivering Palace, which really sucks. You'd think that you'd be able to fast travel, but you can't. I guess it makes sense. I mean, it's the first time you've gotten to this world, so yeah, but still. Like other walkthroughs, it's fast forwarded for the sake of time, and yeah. You don't want to see me just walking for 20 minutes to two episode parts. And I don't want to cut through this because, I don't know, I don't want people to think that you can fast travel. It just seems like one of the things that I'd get a billion comments about. Okay, when you see her, don't kill her. She's not like some kind of witch or something. She's a dark seducer guard, and she guards Crucible. And I don't know why she's out here, though. Just on patrol, I guess. So, yeah, this isn't really interesting at all. I don't know what to say. There's two ways you can get into the palace. You can either go through Bliss, not Bliss. Is it Bliss? Yeah, it's Bliss. You can either get through Bliss or you can get through Crucible, and it doesn't matter which. You don't get you don't get a bonus either way, like you do for unlocking the Mania or the Dementia doors. I'm not going to be doing any side quest for this walkthrough. I probably am never going to do a walkthrough for side quests. I don't know, I just don't like them. And here he is, Shivering. I am skipping through all dialogue, but I gotta say, Shivering has some computers freezing up. I just recorded a bunch of crap. I don't know if this will end well. Whatever. This is probably going to be out of sync. Whatever. So, now we need to go to Xedillian, and seeing as how you just got to, Shivering Palace, and you just got into the Shivering Isles, you probably haven't discovered, Xedillian, or gone anywhere near there yet. So, but I mean, if you have been traveling and you walked there, then you should have at least one place that's relatively close there. If you followed the path. That camp, yeah. That camp's, this is just where I come from, or came from. Yeah. A whole lot of walking is in this, I don't know. Walking and the walk through. I'm sorry, but this is not very interesting. I would make more jokes, but there's not a lot to joke about. I mean, the quest gets a whole lot more fun once you actually get into Xedillian and fight the Gromites. Well, fighting the Gromites isn't fun, but after that it gets pretty interesting. Not too interesting, but pretty interesting. Interesting enough, as I would say. Why would I say that? It's not. Never mind. Okay. I'm sorry if I'm giving you motion sickness because this entire thing is fast forwarded, but otherwise this would be split into multiple parts, and I don't know. I'm not a fan of multiple part walkthrough thing. I mean, for the specific parts, especially if I can make it, all one part. Then I'd like to. Okay. So you have to hit that button. I'm not even going to bother like trying to be synced with the video here because I'm probably off by like 3 seconds. But it's pretty straightforward what you have to do. You can get tripped up, there's some switches and stuff, but if you ever see a switch, just click it. As far as I know, there are no switches in this game that instantly kill you, or at least they shouldn't. I don't know, maybe if you have really low acrobatics or something like that. So yeah, if you haven't figured out already, you need to collect these force crystals and put them into the crystal altar things. I guess I didn't really realize it the first time I went through this, but yeah. Okay, so here we are. Even this is fast-forwarded a little bit. Okay, this is where the entire mission gets really fun. At least, well, not really fun, but more fun than walking here.
The only thing we can do is let the adventurers complete a cycle through here. I assume Shivering gave you
the manual? You don't need the manual. You've got me. Okay. So, when you see those guys walking through, just click one of those 2 buttons. It doesn't matter which, they just have 2 different effects. One of them, the one on the left is a psychological torture. The one on the right is physical torture. Or no, this is the other way around. I think it's the other way around for some of them, and I don't know. You'll have one choice between the psychological torture and physical torture, which will kill one of them. Yeah, left is physical, right is psychological. I think. That makes the most sense. Yeah. Because... Okay, so... once that happens, just wait for them to leave the chamber. And... that gate will open up. This gate will open up. I shouldn't say this like that, because this is probably out of sync. Whatever. Yeah. It doesn't matter. There's no specific order that you have to choose. But, I mean, either way, they're both really fun. So close and yet so far. Oh, jeez. It's funny because he was like, you know what, this is probably a trick. And then an entire, like, bathtub, more than a bathtub, like an entire truckload of keys falls down. And he's like, cannot be a trick. I mean, this truckload of keys is what made me believe that this is not a trick. It's, I don't know. I like the voice acting in this part, though. It's kind of a little bit more serious, like, almost, I don't know, it's better. It's not a bad thing. At least to me. Okay, so this is the last room. Yeah. There's no real... You know. This one just kills him. It, oh, no. Not raise the dead. This one... Yeah, another psychological. Yeah, left is physical, right is psychological.
This is impossible. Nothing killed me. I didn't even get a chance to fight. No chance to defend myself.
No chance for a battle? Why?
Oh, impossible. It's
Oh.
impossible. Remark has never lost a fight. Never.
Yeah, poor guy. So, now, we leave. Or, we get treasure first. I like treasure. Okay. One of the most... I'm just gonna say this now. One of the greatest treasures that you get from this is the Dawnfang / Duskfang. It's a sword. Now, when you first see it, it looks like it sucks. But every time you kill something, it feeds the sword. So if you kill a certain amount of enemies before dawn or dusk, then it'll upgrade and it'll become more powerful. Now if you stop killing enemies with it, then it'll go back to normal. So that's why a lot of people like it. Of course, once it, it sucks if you, have a different weapon. Yeah. But whatever, it's fine. It's decent. I use it a lot. I don't use it as much as Umbra or any of the other swords, but I mean not any of the other swords, but like Goldbrand and all that stuff. But it's a decent weapon, especially if you're a beginner to this game. So here's some Knights of the Order. You're going to be seeing a lot of them coming up, but I think for now, I'll see you guys next time. Shining Gold, out.